And now to Annapolis. Yesterday, we heard the governor wants to cut our taxes. Today, we go to work to see if this is actually going to happen.
Well, the 90 days legislative session has to start somewhere with day one, and here we go. We are set up live in Annapolis with ABC 2 News' Dakari Turner at the General Assembly as it opens today.
Guys, that's right. A lot of issues facing this legislature this year as they prepare for their 90-day session, the 90-day sprint to the finish. Of course, a lot of issues facing the legislature are economically based, but there are, of course, a lot of issues, even more issues, perhaps, facing Baltimore City. The first of those is perhaps the governor's $600 million plan he named Project Core. That plan is to graze and raise some houses, blighted houses over in East and West Baltimore. But in order to have that accomplished, the governor has to work with House Democrats and Senate Democrats as well in order to get some $400 million pushed past the legislature. There is, of course, the issue, as you mentioned right off the top, of the governor's $480 million tax plan. That tax plan the governor announced yesterday would provide tax relief to families making less than $53,000. But speaking to Senate President Mike Miller, he said as the governor has made these proposals, he hasn't been apprised, said he hasn't heard of them.
I still haven't got the governor's plan. I haven't gotten any of the governor's plans so far. None of the governor's plans that you've gotten, it's sort of like whatever, government by press release. I find that the governor's plans thus far by press release. And maybe that we have a session, I'm down on this floor, he's on the up floor, something will come floating out of the window and I'll reach out and grab it. But in fairness to the governor, he's always been immediately accessible to me. And why his staff chooses for him not to call me and talk about these things, maybe because he doesn't want to talk to Speaker Bush, I don't know.
So the Senate President and the governor perhaps will have time to talk about these issues as they'll both be attending the Terps game this weekend, where they plan to discuss taxes and upcoming veto overrides, according to President Mike Miller. Both the Senate President and Speaker Bush say that they are ready for another battle this session over education. So there's going to be a series of mandates that both sides have to discuss, the governor and Democrats in the Senate and in the House. Barbara McCluskey, Senator McCluskey, who is coming to an end of her long career, also here at the State House speaking to the Senate for what she said is probably going to be the last time. In Annapolis, I'm Dakari Turner, ABC 2 News.
All right, thanks, Dakari. Always a battle, isn't it?